We never focused. We didn't have internet up at Restrepo. We didn't have phones. We didn't have anything. We had us. So when we were up at Restrepo, we focused on us, you know, doing the job. In my head, the guys that went through World War II and Korea and not Vietnam as per se, but they had this long period of time when they came home, and they didn't have planes. They went across ship, across Atlantic to get home, and they had this time to sort of let these feelings out to their friends that they served with and say, you know, hey, you know, what happened over there, and talk about it and stuff like that. I think that in itself we have to focus on, because these guys are coming. We're coming home 6 days after getting shot at, and there's no time to de-stress ourselves, to talk about what we went through. Yeah.
And it's worse, since we're talking to Citizen Soldier Exhibit. Several of my teammates are in here, and we were in Afghanistan in 06, 07. 3 days after we left Afghanistan, we were home, because it was coming on Mother's Day, and they wanted to rush us out the door, and they shoved us through as fast as they could. Having been in active duty, went to Desert Storm, kind of, you know, like Brennan said, they came across. When we came back from there, because we had such big equipment, we all went back to Fort Hood or our bases. We had no equipment. We sat around and kept talking to each other. We decompressed. We talked about the good things, the bad things, and just slowly came off of it. Active duty forces a lot of times get to do that because they're still waiting for equipment, and they may go on a block leave and come back, and they slowly get off that. Your National Guard reserve soldiers, they come back, and days after getting released, if they need a paycheck, they go right back to work. Literally within days, if not weeks, they're back in the civilian workforce with a population that has no idea that they were just getting killed. It is a very tough situation, and the ship coming across in World War II and Korea, and those kind of, is a good breakdown of really probably why we didn't see as many issues there.
100%.
Yep.
I think what we're lacking as a nation is to address this PTSD, shell shock, or whatever you want to call it, is real. I mean, Achilles, the world's best fighter, had PTSD, and no one even acknowledges that. I mean, you read the Trojan War, you know, and you can see that he has PTSD. But this problem goes back thousands of years. What we need to start focusing on is, rather than trying to treat it, to actually prevent it, like AIDS. You put a condom on instead of treating it afterwards, and that's really what you have to do with PTSD. You have to, this is not just my personal opinion, this is just, but I say it a lot because I really believe it. I can take apart M4, M16 in less than 20 seconds. I can put it back together in less than that time. I have no idea how to handle after my friend gets killed, and I don't know how to tell my friend, hey, it's going to be all right. I have no idea how to do that. Still don't.
So they don't really have, there's no actual formal process when you return. It's kind of...
Before. It should be trained before you go to war. Hey, let's talk about what your soldier is going to have to deal with, what you're going to have to deal with when you go to war. Let's talk about this and how we're going to handle this. I'm not talking about some touchy-feely stuff. I'm talking about real hardcore stuff. Hey, you're going to see your friends die. You're going to have to deal, and as a leader, you're going to have to deal with your friends dying, and your soldiers dealing with that too. And the answer is not to shove it down inside and continue mission. It's to deal with it at the time, somehow. But I don't know how